So the first question is describe briefly, because we've got two of you here, your motivation for becoming part of ALOT.
Well, both of us are very interested in art in public spaces. Terry is a public artist and I am a site-specific artist. So it was a perfect match right in terms of matching the mission. I also think it's a noble endeavor to bring the arts to areas that are not normally presented with arts and able to see them. Terry?
Yes, bringing art out into the street is something that's always interested me. And I think that we felt as though this was a wonderful thing that the Arts Council was doing, and that the whole idea of Art Town and the idea of bringing art is very exciting to both of us.
Talk a little bit about the creative process. I mean, in terms of coming up with this specific installation, the dance, all of that, was this something that was specific to this lot, or was it something that you had already thought about?
We actually had conceived of this idea for some time but had not brought it to fruition, and with this opportunity it gave us that nudge to complete the work.
Yes, exactly. and although it's something that's sort of a universal theme, because we're talking about every person's and their passage through life. And so it was something that we felt as though everyone could identify with, regardless of what culture or background they were from.
The national scene, late afternoon sun in those trees.
Did you have to make any kind of adjustments, because you said you've been thinking about this for some time, but when you got here, were there some adjustments you had to make?
There were many adjustments we had to make. One of the things that challenged us today, and I don't know if this is an answer to your question, is that it was so hot today. And when we first came here, the stage floor was blistering hot. The dancers, even through their shoes, they said that was burning their feet. So we couldn't do a full run through. And yet we kept the, we can do it attitude. And then the other thing that is interesting is just bringing it into an environment that has so much stimulus, because the improvisational part of the dance, I told them, not just be aware of what you've been given to do, but there's also, like the fire engine that came by, there are many other stimuli that you can draw from, and they did.
So speak to, as a public artist and in terms of public spaces, just in terms of your feelings in general about what they're trying to do here in terms of activating empty lots in Long Beach.
Yes. Well, I think public art always needs to be site-specific in a way. I mean, it needs to respond to the particular place that it is. And I think that when we came and we looked at the lot the first time, that was very much on our minds, like how it would fit in, where it would go in the lot, how it would work. And I think that that because so few people in the city go into galleries, go into museums, go into theaters and see live dance or art, it becomes more and more relevant to have these things in public spaces, to bring the art to them. And I think that that's why this is such a great project for the Arts Council. And I think that it's a wonderful thing that they've done this.
You want to add anything to that?
Yeah, I do. There was a point in my creative process, our creative process, where I thought about changing the music to something maybe a little more highbrow, to be honest with you. I was just feeling like, And then again, thinking about this particular area, we thought that the jazz saxophone and the haiku, American haikus, the imagery, etc., would fit perfectly in this setting.
Early morning yellow flowers, thinking about the drunkards of Mexico.
Well, here I am, 2 p.m. What day is it?
The national scene, late afternoon sun in those trees.
The tree looks like a dog. Barking at heaven. Well, here I am, 2 p.m. What day is it?